Another quick video. So here is the halfway done page. So I'm going down, I see, scroll down, they're all broken up, so they're readable on the screen. All right, broken up, and I see a bunch of content like this. Now what I usually like is I like each individual box for a specific piece of content. So under the district club program, Senior School program has 10 goals, and then we'll go into education, membership, training, and they're all broken up, separated on the website, so everything's readable pretty easy. Let's see if this is, all right, H2, all right, cool. Now, resources. These are different resources. These are different charts you can get. They're all broken up, so they're pretty easy to click on the website. If they're not broken up, I'll show you what they look like. So you see they're all broken up. They're pretty easy to read, pretty easy to click. On the phone, they're clickable, and then you have a big wall of text that's not really broken up, and it's hard to distinguish between. So I'll show you. So you see more white space. It's easier for your eye to read. It's easier. I'm sure you can see in the video. It's easier to read than just having minimal spacing in between, especially with headers in here too. So what I like to do is 3 paragraphs per text at maximum, broken up with a header. Here's a little different, it looks like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this whole thing so I can break this up. Copy. Resources for Distinguished Club Program. I can add this to here because it's not something different. Now, we're going to break up the text. Let's see what it is. That should be, all right, cool. What I did there was just, it would look like it was Arial. I just switched it back to our default by just switching over the text. Focusing your efforts. So here's another break. So I'll do the obvious breaks first. So obvious break, something different. So I'll highlight all this, cut it, save. Now you'll see it down here. And it was an obvious break, so we're going to redo this whole thing. So get rid of this, put the stuff here. And the new is going to be DCP requirements. That's going to be the new header. The obvious breaks are easiest first, and then we're going to do all the other breaks later. DCP requirements. Let's uncapsulate that. Requirements. So the obvious breaks first, and then we're going to go back and do the content breaks later. Make what's try to make up what makes sense. So we're going to do the same thing here. Obvious break. Distinguished Club Program. Education is going to be a new section. This is where I do to clean things up. I just want to make sure everything looks eye clean at first, so I can see this big wall of text here. I'm going to have to separate that in different paragraphs later, but that's for later. Now I don't need this because this is already up here. So exit out everything, and here's a new break. So copy text. I'm going to copy all the text I had. And text. This is going to be the new header. New header. I want these headers to be to the left side. Same thing with this one. This one's to the left side. And I'll do the same thing. So this can be a header, and these can be, education can be headers underneath this specific header. So I'll show you how to do it. Copy. And then we'll do education is its own header. Education will be a smaller header, so we'll make that a H3. Education. Education is underneath. Let's make sure this is a white space. Yep, it's white space. And then we'll do the same thing with education. So we'll look for the obvious breaks. Education, that's the obvious break is membership. Then obvious break is training. Then obvious break is success program. So this would be its own H2 header, success club program. So we go through all this, and then we'll go through the paragraphs. So this paragraph looks pretty decent. Looks like I already broke this up into what it needed to be. A club that performs well. So we'll just, that's another thought. So we'll make its own box. Copy that, drag it down. Just make its own box. Make everything easier to read on a website. That's a really big paragraph right there. Club performs well in the DTP. Each aspect of the DTP. So there's another break right there. Each aspect, this is the same thought. Be one paragraph and a new paragraph. All right, so it looks like it's duplicated. Encompass the district. This looks like it's duplicated. I'll take this one out. Now that should be clean. And we'll do the same thing here, all the way back down.